Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. I am certified life coach Talia Sage, combining my natural gifts of intuition with the science of life coaching in order to help you navigate through life's up and downs so that you are able to create your best life possible. Today's video message will be embrace the dark side. This message will be loving messages from your shadow self of things about yourself that it's time for you to embrace, time for you to love about yourself and no longer hide away. Before we get into the video, please give this video a big old thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It lets YouTube know that you like what you see and that you want to see more of it. And it helps me to accomplish my mission, which is to reach and help heal as many people as possible in order to help everyone live their best lives possible. As I said, today's message will be embrace the dark side, embrace your shadow side. We're going to have 3 group options. Group 1 is this sodalite crystal. Group 2 is this ocean jasper crystal. And group 3 will be this red tiger's eye crystal. As usual, use your discernment to decide which group or multiple groups are calling out to you. If you're drawn to more than one group, that's okay. That just means that you have messages across multiple different piles. This is a general reading, so take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. Not everything in each pile may resonate with you, which could be why you're also drawn to multiple piles. Your messages might be sprinkled throughout the piles. If you would like to have a personalized coaching session or schedule a private reading, my email is listed in the description box below. Feel free to reach out to me there or just reach out and say, hey, introduce yourself. Because part of why I do this is to also meet my soul tribe. And if you're drawn to my videos, you are part of my soul tribe and someone that I need to know. All right. Timestamps are listed in the description box. Feel free to click on your timestamps and then fast forward to your messages. I'll get started with group 1. Hello, group 1. If you chose this sodalite crystal, these will be your messages of embracing the dark side. First off, you may be interested in looking up sodalite crystals. There might be some more messages there for you. For me, as soon as my eyes landed on this crystal, I was called to speak about your voice. Speaking your voice, maybe owning your truth somehow, speaking up for yourself, placing boundaries. There may be times for you in which you are afraid to use your voice, or you're afraid to place boundaries. Or it could even go the opposite, where it's almost as though, rewind. Spirit just told me angry black woman. And you don't have to be a black woman, but that stereotype was something that I, as a black woman, and many black women fight against. We've had to fight. We've had to lift our voices up in order to be seen, heard, acknowledged, respected. And that demanding of respect got twisted and turned into the angry black woman trope, where then it put many of us, myself included, in this box of being afraid to speak up, being afraid to exert any power, because then it could be seen as being hostile or angry. So for myself, I can say that for many years, I did not speak up for myself. Or when things bothered me, or when people crossed my boundaries, it was hard for me to speak up, because every time I spoke, it was seen as too blunt, too abrupt for people. And it really made me to start to question myself. I mean, I did have to do some work in learning the right ways and speaking to people to get my point across and have people know that I mean business, but not coming off looking like a complete bitch. But at the same time, I should not have ever been afraid to use my voice. We all have a voice for a reason. We are given our voice for a reason. And I feel like that's part of the message for you. Whichever way you go on that spectrum of either being afraid to speak because it comes off as too harsh to people, or over speaking and maybe being a bit too harsh and abrupt, you're being called to embrace that side of yourself and learn to navigate through it and work with it. Like I said, I had to learn how to speak so that people could receive it better. It didn't matter. How am I gonna say this? The delivery I had to work on. I came from a family where it was very stern, very strict, very forceful. And that can scare many people, especially if you don't come from that culture. And being a Black woman surrounded by white people, I live in Minnesota. I've only grown up in like super white areas. I had to really learn how to adjust myself in order to stay true to myself, but still make sure that people understood that I meant business and that I was not to be trifled with. And I feel like that is your message. Whichever end of the spectrum you're on, it doesn't matter. You're being called to embrace your voice. It doesn't mean that there's not things that you could learn to use your voice more productively. Actually, no. That is the message. There are things that you can learn to use your voice more productively, but don't be afraid of your voice. Don't be afraid of setting boundaries, of setting limits for people. You're not to be trifled with. All right, I've already pulled your cards. Let's see what else they have to say. Your first tarot card is the 10 of Potions, 10 of Cups. Next, you have 5 of Needles, 5 of Swords, your Alice in Wonderland card says, Such a Curious Dream, card 45, grounding, returning to reality, coming home, in reverse. Then you have Facade with the solar plexus chakra, also in reverse. And you have self-sabotage, Mamlambo, card 24, also in reverse. Another aspect of your shadow self that it's time for you to embrace, that dark side of yourself. I'm being called to sort of rewind a bit. If you're not exactly sure what the shadow self is, it's the parts of yourself that you hide away from the world because you feel that it's not good, you feel that it will be judged, not received well, whatever it is. It's the parts of ourselves that we hide away. And we're meant to incorporate those parts of ourselves, to work with those parts of ourselves, not against them. So you're meant to work with your voice Work with your mind. I feel like because there are parts, sometimes there are times when you hold your voice or you don't speak up out of fear. You hold back in some way. You have begun to almost live in like a fantasy world inside your head where you create these wonderful dreams. You live in the what ifs, you dream instead of going out and making it happen for yourself. You might find yourself self-sabotaging a lot when things are going good for yourself. You might almost get afraid and you self-sabotage them. Whereas, it could be speaking, like you say stuff to ruin situations for yourself, or your mind runs away with you and creates these scenarios in your head. It doesn't mean that the way that you're seeing things is wrong. It just means that it is not coming from, it's coming from a place of ego and from a bruised ego. Your shadow self would like you to start exploring those parts of yourself. The bruised ego, the stories that you have to live in inside your head, that you tell yourself to get through life. We have the Five of Swords here. There could have been a lot of harsh words said to you. Like I said, you could have been saying some harsh words to people. You could have had people walk away from you even in life. And because of these past events in your life, like they've put this, they have bruised your ego. They've made you doubt your self-worth, they've impacted your confidence. They've made it so that you don't speak up as much. You don't place boundaries as much because maybe other people in the past did not take it right. And now it's like when there are good people around you, or have been good people around you, who try to be there, try to love on you, try to show up for you, but it's the past situations where your voice was not received well, where other people maybe spoke poorly to you. It has clouded your view of the world, clouded the way that you see people now who come into your life. It has left you ungrounded. It has left you unsure. We have grounding here. We have the solar plexus chakra in reverse. Your shadow self really wants you to know that you placing boundaries, you speaking up for yourself, sometimes you have to put people in their place, group one. Sometimes you have to place those boundaries or else people will walk all over you. And the people in your past who have walked away from you and stolen your happiness by doing so, they did not deserve you, is what your shadow self would like you to know. You deserve so much better. You deserve more than a fantasy. You deserve all the happiness that you seek in this reality, returning to reality. And it's time for you to return to reality, to claim your life again. Stop second guessing yourself. If you have to speak, yes, do the work that you can do to learn how to speak more tactfully, to learn how to speak up for yourself, whichever end of that spectrum that you're on, right? Do that work, but at the same time, don't be afraid to use your voice. The people who are meant to be in your life, who will love you unconditionally and stay, they will stay. And the people who walk away from you, they don't deserve you. They don't deserve you. Stop putting up with poor behavior from people and stop chasing away the people who are trying to love you. If that is your situation, like I said, there's two ends of the spectrum here. You could be putting up with mistreatment from people, verbal abuse from people, people crossing your boundaries just because you're afraid of losing them if you speak up for yourself. It's time to embrace that. Anyone who walks away from you because you decided to speak up for yourself does not deserve you. We're going to end the reading with some positive words from your shadow self. This 24 here reduces to a 6, the number of unconditional love. It's time to love yourself. Stop self-sabotaging yourself by not speaking up, by not placing boundaries. These people who maybe walked away from you in the past, or the people who walked away from you because, or the people who maybe spoke harshly to you in the past, or the people who walked away from you in the past because you spoke up for yourself, they were not where your happiness lied. Your happiness lies beyond that. And it's okay. First off, it's okay to mourn it, but don't let it steal your power. Walk away from it. Stop allowing that to guide you now. You're hurting yourself by not speaking up, by not placing boundaries, by not unconditionally loving yourself to demand the respect, the love, the whatever that you need in order to be happy. Your first card out here says, today I am powerful. Today my potential to succeed and conquer challenges is limitless. You are powerful. Own your power. Don't be afraid of it. And if others are afraid of it, then they don't need to be in the presence of it. It's time to come home to yourself. It's time to create your best life by speaking up for yourself, by demanding the respect that you deserve. Anyone that has walked away from you in the past, or stopped being your friend, or whatever, broken up with you, whatever it was, they were karmic. They were karmic. They came to teach you how to unconditionally love yourself enough to not settle for anything less than unconditional love from others. And your last card out says, lavender. Take time to cleanse and remove negativity. Yes, your shadow self would like you to take some time out. We have some smoke coming up here. Maybe burn some sage. Maybe go swimming in the ocean. Take a salt bath. Whatever you need to do. But it's time to release these situations of the past that made you fearful to use your voice, to place boundaries, to speak up for yourself. That made you fearful of living your life the way that you want to live it. You don't need to live in a fantasy. You can create the life that you want in this reality, but you have to speak up for yourself in order to do it. All right, group 1. You've got this. You are just about there with learning this. You have a 9 here with this 45 and a 10. This cycle is almost over. Clear this out of your energy. Embrace that dark side. Embrace that voice that others have made you feel was no good. Your voice is your power. If this video resonated with you, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like a private reading or some private coaching sessions, you can find my email listed in the description box below. I will see you then. Goodbye. Hello, Group 2. If you chose this Ocean Jasper crystal, these will be your messages of embracing the dark side. All right, so we have Ocean Jasper. You might be interested in looking up the properties of Ocean Jasper. There may be some extra messages there for you. But right away, I'm feeling some heart chakra. I mean, we have the shape of a heart. The crystal is green. And the ocean. I feel like what's coming in for you is the emotions surrounding your heart space, maybe owning those emotions. You could be someone who hides your emotions away, hides away the things that you want out of life because either you don't feel you deserve it, maybe people around you have told you that it's a ridiculous dream, a ridiculous fantasy. You're bursting at the seams. Like these little spots here make me feel like things are trying to burst through. I feel like the dark side that you need to embrace is that it's okay to want the things in life that you desire. Don't make anyone make you dream smaller. Don't allow anyone to make you feel as though you cannot accomplish and achieve the things that you want out of life. If you have something pulling at your heartstrings, tugging at your heart, saying, this is what we want, go after it. It doesn't make you superficial. It doesn't make you better than other people for wanting these things. Other people may take it that way, which is why they've tried to make you smaller than you are. But that's not who you are at your core. Don't allow anyone to make you smaller than you feel. You have big hopes and dreams, and it's okay to want them. I've already drawn your cards. Let's see what they say. Your first card out is the High Priestess. We then have the Six of Potions, Six of Cups. Next you have I Want to Be a Queen, 33, stating your sovereignty, declaring freedom, passing a test in reverse. That's exactly what I was feeling. Next you have Expansion with the Throat Chakra. And then you have Pleasure. I think it's Tanit. Hope I didn't butcher that. Card 11 in reverse. Exactly what I just channeled from the crystal is the messages coming through from these cards. You are an intuitive being, Group 2. You are very in tune with, I want to say, the divine plan. Like, you might not know exactly how things are going to work out, every step that needs to be taken, but you have a deep knowing, a deep sense of what you're meant to experience in this life. This could be, yes, you're meant to be wealthy. This could be, you're meant to have a great love where it seems like that fairy tale type of love. This could be, you're meant to explore the world. Whatever it is, I feel like what's pulling at your heart, it's things that people around you have not experienced themselves, and they never will experience because it's probably not their calling. Or it could be their calling, but they've given up on trying to make it happen because they don't believe in themselves. And so, in turn, people have tried to make you not believe in yourself. Maybe people have told you that you think you're better than everyone else, or maybe people have told you or laughed in your face when you talk about the dreams that you have, the things that you want to experience. You know that you're a freaking queen. You are a queen bee, babe. I want to be queen. It came out for you, looking like the freaking Mona Lisa there. 33. Your shadow self wants you to know the part of yourself that you need to embrace. This dark side. I mean, it's not a dark side. It's just what people have projected onto you. Maybe what you've even told yourself, because it's easier to be a part of the crowd than to stand out. You're meant to be queen. You're meant to be a sovereign person. Going out and accomplishing the things that you want to accomplish. Going out and experiencing the things that you want to experience. Since an early age, since childhood even, you have had a deep knowing of who you are at your core. Other people have also seen this. They've seen that light within you. They've seen the beauty within you, and they probably tried to knock you down a few pegs along the way, and it has worked. It has made you begin to doubt yourself and question yourself. Hold yourself back from the expansion, the growth, whether that's growing spiritually, growing materially, growing however. It has stalled you. Maybe placed you in a place of fear of getting too big. Oh, getting too big for your britches. Maybe that's something that people have said to you in the past. It's put you in this energy of not really fully allowing yourself to enjoy life, to enjoy the things that you want to experience. It maybe even could have hindered your sensuality, your sexuality. Right? Maybe someone stunted your development in some way of really fully exploring yourself. You know, maybe you developed early and people made you feel poorly about it. I don't know your situation. This is a general reading. These are our scenarios that are coming to mind though. So if it does not resonate with you, leave it for someone else. What it comes down to in the end is that you know what you're meant to experience. You have big dreams. There are things that you want to feel. We do have Mother Earth here. You might want to travel, like I said. There's knowledge out there that you are meant to gain. There's things that you're meant to experience and enjoy. We have 11 here, 33. This High Priestess, we have a 2, but it looks like another 11. You are meant to master this in this lifetime. You're meant to master expansion. You're meant to keep growing, to keep learning, to keep acquiring. You're meant to enjoy all the pleasures that this earth allows us to feel, because that is why your soul incarnated. You came here to experience all that beauty. You came here to live life exactly as you wanted to live it, declaring your freedom from the matrix, so to speak, not being limited by anyone else's limiting beliefs or not being limited by anyone else's limiting beliefs. So your shadow self would like you to know that it's time to shake off the projections that other people placed on you, even your own limiting beliefs that you have had. It's time to shake those off. You're meant to experience all the goodness that this life has to offer, that this world has to offer. You're meant to expand. You're meant to grow yourself. Speak up. Own the things that you want. Admit the truth to yourself of what you want out of life. Just because you might want to be rich and travel the world or have that whirlwind fairy tale type of romance, it does not make it bad. It does not make you selfish or superficial. It's okay to want those things, because those things are what your soul incarnated here to experience. So go out and experience it. We're going to finish off your messages with some loving guidance and affirmations from your shadow self. How fitting. All right. Sacral chakra here. Today I believe. Today I will see the miracles and love surrounding me. Yes. Miracles are trying to pop up for you, trying to present themselves in your life to help you expand, to help you feel more pleasure within this world. Have happier experiences. Don't be afraid to allow them in. Your intuition has been trying to guide you to these experiences. Don't doubt yourself. Don't limit yourself. Your next card out says, forget me not. Always remain true to your intentions. How fitting. Remain true to your intentions. And I feel like there's an emphasis on your. It doesn't matter what people around you are doing or what they think. It doesn't matter if people try to tell you that you shouldn't want material things. If that's what you want, then go after it. If you just want to live in a cottage deep in the woods away from society, do it. Who cares what other people think about it? You do you, boo. And in doing so, this will turn upright and you will begin to experience all that pleasure, all the goodness that this life had to offer. And I just saw 3300 on the clock. I love this for you. You're working with Ascended Masters. You might be interested in looking that up, Ascended Masters. You might be interested in looking up angel numbers and master numbers 33 and 11. There may be more messages there for you. But ultimately what it is coming down to is that it is time to take care of yourself. Do what makes you happy. Admit the truths to yourself. Believe in yourself. Work with the universe to create it for yourself. And start a new beginning in fully enjoying this life and what it has to offer you. Group 2. If this resonated with you, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like some personalized coaching or private reading, you can find my email listed in the description box below. Or if you just want to email your girl, say, hey, what's up? I'm here for it, all right? I look forward to hearing from you, and I will see you next time. Goodbye. Hello, Group 3. If you chose this red tiger's eye crystal, these will be your messages of embracing your dark side. All right, so your dark side, or at least what you feel may be your dark side, Group 3, is I feel it's very fiery. You might be very protective of yourself, of your loved ones, but it's a very passionate, fiery sort of energy that you have. And I feel like people may get the wrong impression about you. Like your energy is just so strong. It comes off so forceful and so strong, and that intimidates people. And look, let's rewind that. It's not that it intimidates people, it's that people are intimidated by it. So at some points in your life, you may try to tone down your fire, try to change yourself in order to better accommodate others. Try not to get so passionate. because when you get passionate, it can come out very forceful, and people don't know how to take it. You're being called to embrace that fiery side of yourself, embrace that passion, embrace that protectiveness that you have, because those are wonderful, endearing qualities. You may need to do some work in learning how to I don't want to say tame. Contain, I guess. It's not the right word that I'm looking for, but basically to tone it down enough so that it is palatable for those around you who are not at your level. You are someone, I feel like you can go like full steam ahead, but you also burn out quickly, and you're being called to learn how to build your endurance so it's not like such a huge roar of the passion of that fire and then it dies out. How do I say that? I'm feeling like it comes down to, like the turtle and the hare. You are the hare. You are fast. You are fiery. But your shadow self wants you to learn how to meet in the middle somehow. Not that your fire, your passion, your protectiveness is a bad thing at all. It's a great quality that you have. People around you may take it the wrong way, which is where you can do some work yourself, but don't let people change who you are. It's okay to be passionate about things. It's okay to love people so hard that you want to protect them too, and have like that mama bear fierceness about you. It's what people love about you. And the people who are meant to partake in that energy, they will stay around. And the ones who are not meant to, they will leave. And it's okay. Allow them to. Don't let the people who leave make you dim down your fire. All right, I've already drawn your cards. Let's see what they have to say for you. Oh, you received the most cards, by the way, out of everyone. You have 10 of Presents, 10 of Pentacles. Next, you have a moment's regret, nostalgia, idolizing the past, fearing you've made a mistake. Card 16 in reverse. Followed by shine bright like a candle, more fire, right? You'll make it through this. Card 36 in reverse. Followed by use your time well, make every moment count. 24 in reverse. Then you have vanity with the throat chakra in reverse. Complacency with the root chakra in reverse. And you have wounded healer with Sekhmet, card 15. You might be interested in looking up Sekhmet. That is a goddess who is around you, helping you right now to embrace this shadow side of yourself. What this is telling me is that in your past, first off, you are the wounded healer. Okay, what is that, Spirit? There's, I'm getting the chills for you. Spirit is really trying to show me something, but I'm having a hard time finding the words. Cleansed through fire. That's, yeah. Ooh, so many chills. Group 3. Your fire, your passion, your protectiveness, that is your gift. That is a blessing that has been bestowed upon you from the heavens. You help to heal other people with that fire, with that passion. You've experienced some things in your past that, like I said, have made you dim your fire, shine bright like a candle. It's like this in reverse is telling me that you've dimmed your light. This could have to do a lot when it comes to like your career. Yeah, in terms of work, like maybe you've been very misunderstood at work. Maybe you are female, and you know the whole thing with females where it's like when a woman tells you what to do, it's, stop being bossy. But when a man tells you what to do, it's, oh, he's a leader. Something along those lines where you have stood up for yourself, or you've been passionate about something. Maybe even, really loved yourself, been into yourself, been feeling yourself, and other people just did not receive it well. They were intimidated because they did not have that same gusto that you have. They didn't. It's not that you are intimidating group 3 at all. It's that they are intimidated. They see that flame. They see, it's like your aura just shines so bright. I keep hearing Rihanna, shine bright like a diamond. How does this song go? You and I will never die, like diamonds in the sky. You a shooting star I see, a vision of ecstasy. When you hold me, I'm alive. We're like diamonds in the sky. You are a shooting star, and it blinds people because they do not have that same fire, drive, passion that you have. It is scary to them because it is foreign to them. And along the way, whatever situations it's been, whether it's been in childhood, whether it's been within work situations or romantic situations, friendships, whatever it was, people were afraid. So they tried to dim your light, and they have succeeded in some way. You've tried to settle yourself down, not come off so strong, maybe not love yourself so much. People could have seen your beauty and really just sort of tried to make you feel ugly. It could have even have been that you were a beautiful child, and instead of, because they didn't want you to get too big of a head, they said negative things to you. Apply these energies to your life as it fits. But somewhere along the way, people tried to knock you down a few pegs because they saw your beauty. They saw your light. They saw your passion. They saw the gifts that you naturally just exude. And they were jealous and they were fearful. Your shadow self is calling you to embrace these parts of yourself once more. Love yourself. You know you're hot to trot. You know you are hot stuff. That's okay. Own it. You have these things have made you become complacent, where it's like you had all these dreams and hopes and goals and things that like you are no longer going after because you feel like, well, who am I? Who am I to want these things? Who am I to think that I can do this, accomplish this? You are everything to do it. That's why you incarnated on this earth. Like, you are a gift to humanity. And deep down, you know it. Deep down, you know that what you offer to people is amazing. What you offer to people is priceless. Your love, your protection, the way that you cheer people on around you, the way that you believe in people, that is a rare gift. Don't allow past situations to make you complacent and prevent you from going out and doing what you want to do. Use your time well. Stop dwelling on the past. Stop dwelling on how people have not shown up for you, or how people have hurt you, said mean things to you, stabbed you in the back, passed you up for promotions, whatever it is. Use your time well. 24 here reduces to a 6. Unconditional love. Choose to love yourself so much that no one else can make you doubt yourself, can make you doubt your abilities, that no one else can make you dim your own light. You will make it through this. Like this card says, card 36 is a 9. You're almost at the end of the cycle of learning this lesson and moving on once and for all. Yeah, idealizing the past, nostalgia, fearing you've made a mistake. Other people around you, situations around you, have made you feel as though you've made a mistake. Like you being passionate is a mistake. You being protective is a mistake. You speaking up for yourself, loving yourself, appreciating yourself is a mistake, and it is not. There were things in the past that looked like gifts, things from the past that you thought would make you happy, that you still maybe think about and idealize, but they were false senses of happiness. They were not your ultimate happiness, which is why they are no longer in your life. So your shadow self is calling you to pull yourself up by the bootstraps. Get back into your power, knowing who you are, loving yourself for yourself. Spreading that love to others. Because I feel like through your pain, you learn how to love others. Through your experiences, you've learned how to love others. Get out there and spend your time wisely, doing the things that you want to do, being as passionate as you want to be, following your passions. Don't regret the past. Learn from it and move forward, making the best decisions that you can in this moment. Appreciate yourself. Appreciate the gifts that have been bestowed upon you. Group 3. You know what? I kind of want to read this card. Where is the book? There it is. Wounded Healer, card 15. Heal thyself. Everyone gets your best except you. You are a healer among your tribe. Stop putting your needs last. When did you decide to become a martyr? Take a breath. Wounded healers hold sadness, rage, and fears of brokenness. Being a warrior wasn't a choice for our beloved foremothers. They did the best they could, but being a goddess warrior for us is knowing that we have the choice not to fight all the time. Deep dive questions. What are your swords, the weapons you use to fight? And what are your shields, the ways you defend yourself? Dare to lay the burdens down along with your swords and shields. It is safe to put myself first. Sums it up perfectly. You've been taught to not put yourself first. That your passion, your energy should go into everyone else around you. But no, it deserves to go into yourself. You have stalled out in some way in your life because you've been protecting and loving everyone else because that's what you were taught along the way. People made you feel that loving yourself and going after what you want was not okay. But it is okay, and this is your life to live, Group 3. So go out, use your time wisely, and live life for yourself. Loving those who deserve your love and protection, and pouring all of that love into yourself at the same time. Group 3, these have been your messages of embracing your shadow self. If you'd like some personalized coaching or a private reading, you can find my email listed in the description box below. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Goodbye.